to this inside look of a week in my skating. This is how it's been lately. It was something like -5 degrees Celsius on this grey soupy day, so I was being careful not to put too much trust in my edges. I wasn't sure how much of the road would be frozen. It turned out that none of it was. And the traction was like that of an easy post-rain skate. I've just started doing this springy half sprint in the rain technique. With this technique, I'm not finishing my stride wide, and I can translate more energy into the ground instead of laterally. It helps me avoid slipping out at the end of a powerful stride.
So it's a smaller capacity than usual, which is a good thing. I just have to figure out the booking online thing.
Yes, I will be looking for after-hours access to this ice. Now, this road is beautiful. It might be shimmering with water, but it feels smooth and oddly grippy. It's a great place to run it out today. So I've been nominated for awards before, and the results have always been a little embarrassing. This time of year, they do the awards thing. I don't talk about it, and I invariably get last place. This year, I was nominated for YouTuber of the Year, and of course that should go to Skate Fresh's Asha. She hit 100,000 subscribers this year, the first of us independently run YouTube channels to hit that milestone. Congratulations. So I'm asking you to vote for me to be not last place. And here's my campaign slogan: vote for Bill Stoppard. He's not the worst you could do. Truth be told, and fake Canadian humility aside, I think it's a massing blading conspiracy that I'm not up for the Urban Skater of the Year. I know I'm not doing twirls and shit out there, but I have been caught urban skating and talking about it quite a bit. Big Wheel Blading is an amazing organization. You definitely should check them out. The link's below the video. But that last little piece of business, I'm calling bullshit. Yeah, the only award I've ever won was Confrontation of the Year. That's my legacy? I don't like it. Oh, this practice, where I'm wearing a mask and massive headphones. It's so annoying. I'm hating my look right now. But my attempts to be lighter on my skates when backward skating are having some success. The arms aren't properly linked yet, but on the backward sprint they seem to be contributing very usefully. After reviewing the footage from my previous practice, I decided I needed to equalize my turns on each side and improve my foot speed dramatically. Playing around finding natural patterns and circular movement routes will help me find power and efficiency that I've never learned or seen elsewhere. It's very exciting to be building backward techniques specifically designed for me and the way I move. My sports history. I found this interesting. The backward slalom and C-carve combo can be used as both propulsion and deceleration. Well, this little drill here opened up so much speed for my forward sprint that I know it will benefit my backward speed dramatically. You can't make your feet get faster by wishing. You have to do some crazy shit to break your previous patterns. So crossovers are obviously the king of accelerative strides in the backward flow when you have room. The C-carve is an essential link to fitting in fluid crossovers as well as a snappy little power boost of their own. Back to ballerino practice to music. Where is the music coming from, you ask? What are those hideous white headphones? I've actually used Band-Aids, yes, the actual brand, to get my earbuds to stay in my ridiculous ears. One of my ears is very slightly cauliflowered from wrestling, and earbuds just pop right out of it. My normal ear isn't much better either. My new behind-the-head headphones are on the way at this point, so the Band-Aids were a perfect solution, except for the sticky ears. So I do love changing my rate, slowing down and speeding up for kicks, but it might help if I knew what I actually wanted to do. I know, I'm filthy and I try to put myself together here. Sorry, ladies. Not that kind of video. Wow, I look so clean, like I never fell. I tried. This is my favorite backward sprint of the week. I feel light, relaxed, and I'm working well with my arms. The crossovers are getting a big old reach, giving me all the power I need. I pushed the speed a little bit on the way down, but I really needed my skate buzz on this cold, rainy day. Interesting instinct to shorten the neck when you think you're about to crash. I barely pulled that one out on that dusty surface. Now, I wasn't going to go into the power stop because it might have turned into a baseball slide, and that would have been just gross against a wall from a couple of feet away. Oh, there we are. More dust collection. Just call me Swiffer Skater. I actually scrapped my plan for the next day's practice based on how belabored I looked when I was getting to my feet here. I have been skating every day at this point, and the bill just came in. Another sub-zero street skate with decent traction. Definitely too nice of a day to ignore. It's also a time to enrich Ernie's bone stash, so I have a destination. Ernie loves chewing things, and I love him chewing things I don't wear. The chew thing is also a way to buy myself some extra editing time without being under siege by my crazy little marmot. He is a teaser. And a pleaser. This is a slight but significant uphill because of the lack of traction. Without cars behind me, this would have been fun, but pulling over is such a buzzkill and it really saps my energy to start back up all over again. That van back there followed me for like 200 meters at like a snail's pace. I wanted to body check the fucker off the road. I don't think I could, but I felt like it. At least the Archie Bargia behind me was decisive on the pass. I love that I can count on my lonely little alley system to always be nearly empty. It's a super highway for sure. I said that before. I do find rough surfaces way more interesting and engaging than the smooth, perfect roads. But this one at this point is sublime and dreamlike. Very pleasing to roll on. I definitely would have slid out on that stop if I didn't hit the manhole cover. I really wish this was a subconscious technique to slide then grip with the extra friction. But no, I got lucky. Both feet got past my midline on this stop and the manhole cover stood me up before I had a chance to slide into home plate. Of course I'm not skitching. Skitches are for bitches. Unless you have permission from the vehicle owner. Even then, what gives? Your legs broke? Today I'm proudly wearing the Sonic Sports t-shirt and riding the slick Sonic Sports Swiss bearings, which you can get at Pro Skater's Place, along with their really beautiful skate tool that's actually in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. My super dope Adapt GTOs are also from North America's biggest inline skating store, Pro Skater's Place, which is a super valuable sponsor and supporter of this very channel. Back in my lair for the last time this week, it's all coming together. Everything does feel faster and lighter because of my previous practices. Today I went in wanting to experiment with my C-carves. How can I make them narrower for the street? But I decide quite early into this experimentation to end it because the radical modification isn't worth it. C-carves from a narrow position seem really unhealthy. Consistently pushing with inverted knees would probably cause damage to the connective tissues of the knee and lead to injuries in the hip. So yes, inversion is a perversion.
C-carve maybe shouldn't be modified, because to get any leverage you have to follow the habit of pushing out like this, and that's not good.
I inevitably slip into ballerino Bill mode again, and I'm being quite mindful to keep turning and crossing over on both sides equally. But I still almost always power slide with my most dominant side when I'm unsure or I have to slow down quickly. Power slide should be equal. Power stop, I don't think it really should be. It's kind of like the throwing arm. I always power stop with the most predictable stopping method on the street. So out of all my backward power stops today, the highest rating goes to this last one in the black hoodie. I give it a 6. More than halfway there. After this backward practice, I went out for a fun forward flow. I needed to burn some energy off and feel some real speed. So at the beginning of the sprint, it looked like the sprint of a lifetime. The conditions were right. No bicycles ahead of me, a green light, hundreds of meters to go. And then I had to slow down for an ambulance. I can't really be mad. It's way better to be behind the ambulance than inside of it. But yeah, I was disappointed here. I did keep pushing it when all was clear, but it wasn't the same. There's something about rampage mode that you just don't slip in and out of. So that is the kind of week I've had with my skating. I will be back very soon, skaters. Aim high and stay low, my freaks. Fellow freaks, sorry. Stay low.